All right.
All right, everybody, welcome. Today, you're finna witness one of the best interviews in the world. I mean, number one, it's been done by yours truly. You know what I mean, the great. Number two, I'm interviewing one of the greatest artists on the face on this face
Now
of the
that
earth.
is a
You
fact.
dig what I'm saying? Even though you
That's a
think
fact.
maybe one of the smallest damn birds I've ever seen in my life. Today, you know what I'm saying, we're finna dig deeper into her mind, you know what I'm saying, see, what's been going on, and let's get it. So one of the first things I want to ask you is, how you been holding up during the coronavirus?
I've been perfect. I mean, I'm saving money. I'm spending time with my family. It hasn't really affected me so far. I don't know nobody who got it or who has passed away from it, thankfully.
Hmm.
So, I'm still working. I can work from home. So I'm good. It's been good. I've been able to create this project through the coronavirus and still put the shit out. So,
So
yeah.
have coronavirus like halted anything on your creativity so far?
Mm-mm.
Or do you feel like it boosted it, if any?
No, I think it actually gave me more room and time to create and do what the fuck I wanted to do and need to do without having to worry about, oh, I gotta rip and run here, I gotta get off work, then I gotta go to the studio, I gotta do this. So it actually gave me more time to just get the shit done.
Hmm. So was your first plan to drop the EP during the corona, or was you just like,
No,
shit,
no. I mean nobody knew about fucking Corona, so I mean obviously that wasn't my plan. This is probably the first project I didn't. Usually I'm very like strategic in dates and like deadlines and shit and how I want to do shit, but I really didn't have a deadline. I just knew I wanted to put out some music before I started school. Um, so I don't know. I kind of have written some of these like the beginning of the year or maybe end of last year. And I just didn't like have the time or the money to go ahead and record it. So I was just kind of sitting on some of them. And then some of them came like right at the tail end while we been, in Corona situation. Um, so yeah, I mean, not really.
okay. And so did Atlanta have any influence on any of the music that you were making?
I mean, shit, probably. I mean, we say Atlanta, what you mean, like Atlanta music?
Like did Atlanta sound? Would you call your sound an Atlanta R&B type of style, or would you call it your style, or what would
I call it
you?
my style. I call it soul. What I do is soulful. Um,
Mhm.
I don't really not to be an asshole or try to act like I'm like one of them type of artists, but I don't really listen to a lot of new people like that. So if you're asking me up based on an Atlanta style, uh, like today's Atlanta sound, I wouldn't really know what the fuck that sound like because everything sounds the same to me. So
Mhm.
I don't be knowing what's from Atlanta and what's not. Um, or who from Atlanta and who ain't. Um, but yeah, definitely. I mean, growing up in Atlanta, we dabble between a fine wine and a syrup sandwich. You know what I'm saying? We can be
That's
classy
facts, my nigga.
and ratchet at the same time. So I think that definitely has an influence on me, especially growing up and hearing certain people like fucking T.I., Outkast, Ludacris, and people like that. Jermaine Dupri, all of those people I think have an influence on all of us. TLC, all of the people that came from Atlanta. So yeah, I would say growing up in Atlanta, yeah, but not if you ask me like today's music. I can't really say that that has an effect on what the fuck I do, because I really don't listen to it.
Okay. And earlier you spoke about going back to school. What's your expectations from going back to school? Do you think are you still gonna be writing? Are you still gonna be
Yeah.
doing some music?
I think it's gonna be a necessity. I don't know what that's really gonna look like because I mean I've never been in law school before. So my expectation is that it's going to be a rigorous schedule. It's gonna be challenging, it's gonna be an adjustment on my relationships, friendships, my creativity, but I just feel like I'm going to have to make time. I think there's 24 hours in a day. And if I chose not to do something that that's embedded in me, like I love to help people, which is why I want to go to law school, but the music is a part of my bones. It's a part of my flesh. So that's a different type of love than I think that I will have for the law. You know what I mean? So even though I think both of them are passions of mine, I just feel like I'm gonna need some time to like create and study, create and get A's and B's and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't plan on just not doing nothing that I want to do. Like I still plan on doing my podcast. I still plan on doing my music. I still plan on being a straight A student. I still plan on being a good mother, a good wife, having this second baby. I want it all. I want to be able to have it all. It's gonna be challenging, but I feel like I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So no, I think it's gonna be inspiration too for probably more music because I'm gonna be stressed, So yeah.
And speaking of love and stuff, like, of course, you married and black love, go black love. How does black love boost your music, or as far as your creativity towards your music and stuff of that nature, if any?
So I think Nick knows this. Like pretty much maybe 90% of this new EP was based off of him or him. I see this. I don't even like to say shit like that because he get gassed up. No, and he think everything be about him. Like even the bad songs. Like,
she was calling me a piece of shit.
Yeah, like when I be talking about like when I make my little male bashing songs, that he be in his feelings too. Like, oh, you must be mad at me and shit. And I'm like,
she want to cut my shit off.
Now he did make me mad. We'll talk about it, but yeah. So it's like certain things that we go through because I love him, whether I'm angry at him or I'm trying to patch things up with him, or I need to apologize to him, or I just want to fuck him or make love to him. Like all of those things, I will say he probably is a great deal of inspiration from. I'm gonna say 90% because I don't want to gas him too much. I have to reserve 10% for me. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, that definitely has, because I write about, I'm an emo writer. I write about what I feel and what I'm going through or where I am at the time. So yeah, I wouldn't say black love. It ain't that damn serious, It's just my love, I just happen to be black.
And speaking of love and speaking of marriage, how y'all been dealing with each other during this whole coronavirus thing?
I'll let him answer.
It's been cool so far. I mean, it had its rough patches, but for the most part, we really can't complain. We each got to make time for ourselves to just do what we need to do. And just
so when y'all need it, because when we was working regular, Free might be at work, you know what I'm saying? You might be still at the house, and then by the time she come home, you are at work. How are y'all getting that free time away from each other, right, or whatever? Like how are y'all just being like, all right, look, I need this time for myself. Because she's on a child, I'm on a child, so I know she need that space sometimes. So like, how are y'all getting that space away from each other?
I get the hell on. I'm just sucking shit. But no.
Yeah, so I mean, how are y'all dealing with that?
But no, for real, I just whenever she wants space or I need mine, we just let each other know. And we just try and make it happen the best we can,
Well, the thing about it is Nick is considered an essential individual. So he's still been able to go outside and go to work and talk to human beings that are, older than 3 years old. My total existence has been like pregnancy and mommy for a toddler. So I've had to really say like, hey, babe, I need your help with this, or you know what I'm saying, okay, well, tomorrow, like Sundays, you know, that's my, you know, because that's our day when we talk on the phone and we talk about Atlanta Housewives. So I always say Sunday is my day. I don't ask for nothing else. I just want my TV time. I want my child in bed by 8 o'clock. Or really, yeah, like a little bit before 8 o'clock, so I can watch Atlanta Housewives and have my little me time. Yeah, I'm pretty much good. I'm pretty simple. So, like you say, we just communicate. The breakdown comes when you don't communicate. And I think I was like that at first when it first started because, you know, we complain when we are working because it's like, oh, we always passing each other, or we don't have no time together. And then when you do get the time together, you be like, okay, I appreciate this time together, but it's a lot of time together. So you don't want to say, or you feel like, oh, well, I don't want to say that because then you feel like, well, then you complain about the very thing that you prayed for. You prayed for more time, that you wanted more time. You was complaining about not having time. Now you got the fuck time. And now you complain about this shit. So I think I harbored a lot of shit inside at first. But then when I was like, well, it's just as simple as telling him, like, if he don't know, you know, then he don't know. And if I don't know, then I don't know. Like, if he come in from work and he want to go in the other room and play his fucking game all night till 3 o'clock, what the fuck do they got to do with me? He at home. I know where he at. You know, that's just him having his me time. You know what I mean? Because all day, from the time I try to get up to the time she lay her head on the pillow, she's a lot. And we can be a lot to each other, too. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're old enough, of course, to say, leave me the fuck alone. We can't really tell our child that. So it might be like, you might have to tell the other person, hey, bro, can you... y'all go in there and give me some motherfucking space.
And I also think that comes with maturity too, because you got some people that, women and men, that wouldn't understand the whole concept of, hey, just back up right quick.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, you know what some people got to understand, it's not, I don't want to be around you thing. It's just, let me get a minute to gather my thoughts, get myself together so I can be a better person for you. Because the longer you stay around me, the longer my emotions is building up, the more angry I'm getting. And, you know, some people just don't understand a whole simple statement of, give me a minute. All right.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Are you there?
I'm here, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Okay, bam, there we go.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
All right.
But
so here we go. We finna get to it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of my favorite bodies of work. If not my favorite body of work of 2020. It's definitely up there with some of the greatest of things that I heard. And when I first heard it, I put it in my 2020 playlist. Best albums of 2020. Even though it's not an album, let's get that correct. It's not an album. It's an EP. And look, so for a nigga like me, what's the difference between EP and an album?
So the best way that I've come to understand it is that an EP is just a short version of an album. It's that stands for extended play. So it's only so many minutes. I can't really tell you how many minutes. I'm not that fucking musical or technical with music. But an album is gonna be much longer and have a certain number of minutes within the album. This EP is only 17 minutes worth of your time. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got 17 minutes. Y'all ain't doing shit right now. Take 17 minutes, listen to it. You'll like something from it. If you don't like the whole thing, which you should like the whole thing, but you know, you'll pick out something that you know resonates with you from just these little 5 songs and something.
So coming from the consumer's mindset, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. I think I like the EPs, the whole, because I think music comes out so much these days. Like, for example, like you got some of these artists releasing 20 songs. I'm not gonna lie, like, bro,
our attention span,
like our attention span as a whole, everybody, bro. That shit was so
It's gonna
short,
take you
bro.
2 days.
And that's why people, I think, are putting more EPs out now anyway, or mixtapes and shit that are kind of more loose because, you know, people don't have the attention span to listen to all your shit. And that's why I did that too, because it's like, you know, and I don't have the fucking attention span. Like, I mean, as much as this is my passion, you know, I don't write every day. I don't sing every day. I have other shit to do. So when I do write and sing, I'm intentional about it. You know, I try to get the shit done, get it off my chest, and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a very, what they call, emo person. So the way I felt when I wrote this song, I might not feel like this tomorrow. So I try to just get the shit out. So yeah, I mean, you're right. Because even as much as I love music, you know, I can't listen to how it was back in the day. One song be like 10 minutes long, and then they have a whole album full of songs that's 7 to fucking 10 minutes. I don't have.
Interludes and all that things, and then, bro, these niggas releasing 20 songs. By the time I get done with your album, somebody else put another album out. So I don't got time to listen to your album that's an hour and 30 minutes long. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I think we'd rather put out 5 perfect tracks than 20 just average tracks.
Yeah,
and let's be honest, a lot of these niggas is putting out music and the album sound like one long ass song.
Yeah.
like I could have sworn I done heard that same song when I first started listening to the album, but whatever. All right, so the title of the EP is Grannie Panties. Where did you get that title from? How did you come to that?
So when I think about Grannie Panties, I think of comfort. I wear Grannie Panties. I'm a fan of Grannie Panties. I'm approaching, like I realize I'm approaching 30, but I feel like mentally I'm so much more beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I guess I went through so much earlier on, or I learned from so much earlier on that I feel like a grown ass woman. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that I got a lot more to learn, a lot more to work on. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to grow every day. I'm praying and things like that. So I just feel like Grannie Panties is about being comfortable with yourself as a woman or as a person. You know, I don't have to put on any guise of anything, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to dress up and, you know, like I have my hair done and but I don't give a fuck about that kind of shit no more. You know, it used to be a time where, and I'm pretty sure y'all know women who goddamn sleep with their fucking makeup and eyelashes on and, you know, gotta run out to Victoria's Secret every time you gotta go steal. You know, I'm not that girl. Like, let's chill, let's talk, let's have a conversation. I want to listen to what you trying to do, what your goals are, and things like that. So that's really where it came from. It's just like, I feel grown, you know, and I'm comfortable with who I am today and right now. I'm good with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go put on any airs or thongs or, you know, dress up to make you feel comfortable because I'm comfortable with me. So that's really where it came from.
Okay. So the very first song on the album is Grannie Panties. So what is that song about?
So I was talking to Nick, and he was getting off of work, and it might have been a weekend or something, because back in the day we would have like our weekends and shit too. We would be gone. So I was just like, you know, call me back, you know, when you on the way. And I was trying to get the little house together and, you know, just make a little romantic day for him. And I literally wrote that song, like, as soon as he hung up, I wrote the song.
Oh, damn. All right.
Get Grannie Panties.
So that's what it's about. It's just like, and then I don't know if y'all heard the, like, us having sex in the track, at the end of the track.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, listen to it. We're having sex in the middle of the track.
So next song we got.
I mean, so that's what it's about. Yeah.
So next song we got Ari Lennox.
Yes.
So how did you come up with that title? And tell us first, how did you come up with the title? Second, what is the song about?
So when I first wanted to create something, I didn't know what I wanted to create. This is probably a song I wrote, I think sometime last year. I wanted to do this whole like pimp shit, and I wanted to name my EP or album, whatever the fuck I was gonna do, Magic Bishop Dunn One, and just do this whole pimp shit or whatever. So like spitting game to niggas and stuff, and I wanted to be rapping and singing and everything. And then I wanted to like, I don't know if y'all heard Rhapsody latest album where she had like all of the songs with different people's names, but mine was gonna be like pimp names or like how I put Ari Lennox, but it's like Ari Lennox XXX, like some porn shit or something like that.
Okay, all right.
So
So
I
that was
don't
on
know if
purpose.
that's
So I said, so that was on purpose, the triple X.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
dope. Okay.
so that was probably, I would say that's probably the first song I wrote when I like knew I wanted to write something. And I want to say I wrote it in November of last year, because it's something about November and February where my pheromones, and I get very like sexual in those months, which is probably why I'm fucking pregnant now. All my babies come in fucking November. So yeah, it's just one of those, again, just being fucking horny, trying to be sexy with my man. But like our Lennox is a little bit different, because Granny Panties is like the grown woman shit. You trying to, how them older ladies, gonna cook for you, clean up the house, light a candle, and all that shit. Our Lennox is more like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna sit on your face. It's like they're talking shit, like that pimp shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, that's all this shit is really about. It's the same thing, sex. I think it's pretty plain and simple.
Okay, so I'm gonna skip that third one because we're gonna save that one for last. The next one is Summer Walker. Back page Shaw. I mean, damn, why I said that? Summer Walker. So why? How did you come up with a name for Summer Walker, and what is it about?
So Summer Walker, first of all, is a play on her album, her latest album, which is called Over It.
It's called what?
Over It.
Oh, Over It. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't listen to the whole album.
Okay.
I like Summer. I like the couple songs on there. That's one of those where, like you said, it sounded like kind of a little repetitive, but I still love her. But yeah, because the album was called Over It, and again, I was still trying to go with like the different names, people's names for my songs. That one is one that's very personal for me, because that's one of those where my husband and I were going through those trying times, those times that really define a relationship. And so you start to realize what's important. Like, would you rather be distant and fighting, or would you rather just like apologize and be like, fuck this shit, let's be cool, it's not that serious? Because at the end of the day, if we gonna be together, we gonna be together. Ain't no need of hanging on to this bullshit, you know what I mean? So that's basically what that's about. It's just like, if you're in a relationship that you feel is worth fighting for, then fight for it and just let the shit go, because a lot of the things that I feel like I personally get upset with my husband about, or we have issues with, it's little shit, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody like trying to kill nobody or run nobody over with a car or bring back AIDS or nothing like that. So it's like, it's little shit, and like you say, it can be because you might be spending too much time together, you might not be spending enough time together. Sometimes you just have to have that open line of communication. And a lot of the things that I was saying in the song was actually things that he has told me. So it was about me listening to him and what he's saying. Like, I think I said something about, he's like, he just wants his best friend back. And you can kind of lose that, that along the way, because I think y'all was talking about yesterday, when you become a wife, you feel like, oh, I gotta be your mama now. instead of just being your homie and your best friend that I was before I had the ring. So it's like that's one that like if I sing it live, I probably will cry because it reminds me of a time where we wasn't really that tight, and I don't like us being like that.
Okay. Next, How I Apologize, and I think that's an important song because me personally, I think a lot of women don't know how to apologize.
Well, so, if you listen to the song, that's basically what the song is about. I basically don't apologize. Which is why it says How I Apologize. And that's one of those things where, you know, again, being Grannie Panties and being comfortable and stuff, you have to be comfortable enough to really show that you have flaws. Like if you listen to the song, it starts off by saying, you know, it's basically saying get the fuck over it, you know, because I'm right, you know, and I don't want to push the issue right now, even though I know I'm right, but I'm still gonna have attitude with you when we wake up because that's how I am. Mm-hmm. That's not something that I'm proud of, but that's something I did want to, you know, highlight in the whole thing because we can't just talk about the good stuff, the sex and the, you know, well, okay, we finally got over this, but did we really? Because sometimes you really don't, because you really ain't did the work and the steps to get over this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't really did. And I think a lot of times women, we don't. Like, I think y'all apologize to us just so we can shut the fuck up.
But that's a fact. That's a fact.
And I feel like we'll just keep the shit going because we like, you know, I'm not gonna apologize because I ain't do nothing wrong. So that is one of those like where it's definitely a flaw that I have in my personal relationship, in my friendships, and pretty much in life in general. You know, I could be at work and do some shit and my supervisor talk to me. I'm still not gonna fucking apologize because I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I did it, I did it. You know, I can't take it back. But it's something I'm working on and I'm learning if I want people to have mercy on me, then I should be merciful and forgiving and apologize and things to them as well. So that's okay. What that one's about.
And the number 3 song on the EP, but I wanted to save for last because this that heat. Hey, look, listen. When I first heard it, I was like, "Bro, this that heat." And
this shit right.
Like, my mind went to like, women be this angry that you really thinking about cutting a nigga dick off. That's crazy. So the third song on the EP is Lorraine LaBobby. That's my favorite song on the EP. So can you explain to me, first of all, if you watching this, you should know who Lorraine LaBobby is. She cut a nigga dick off because I guess he cheated.
Threw it on the side of the highway.
Threw it on the side of the road. They picked it up. They sold my boy.
Sold him back like he never left.
Like it never left. And then my boy went and did a porno. But so can you explain to us your thoughts behind? Whoa. We good?
Yeah, we're good. I think they ended it for about 10 more minutes.
Okay. So can you explain? All right, well, we can do this fast. All right, so can you explain to me your thoughts behind Lorraine LaBobby and how did you come to that song or whatever?
I think you might have helped Nick inspire this one because
I helped Nick inspire this one?
I think so. I want to say this was
that night y'all was went out.
Yeah, when y'all went out. Hey, this motherfucker came back in this house at 5. All the ladies, listen. 5 a.m. I'm not the type of bitch, and I'm pretty sure you know this. You definitely know this. If you want to go out, bye, see you later. I get the bed to myself. You know, I'm not going to be calling you every 5 minutes. I'm not trying to stalk you. Do you? You know, he's never given me a reason to feel like he was cheating, but there is just some unspoken rules and respect. You know what I'm saying? To me, even if you have a roommate, even if you're not married, but like you have somebody that's waiting up for you at home that you might get a little concerned if they haven't heard from you, if you've been out all fucking night. Just shoot a little text or something. You know what I'm saying?
That shit pissed me off.
So just because he came home late, you wanted to cut his dick off.
Just because.
Cut my shit off. Yes.
But also, it was like coming right off of him doing it like maybe 2 times before that, back to back too.
Bro.
So this isn't the first time. And then Nick is like that. You know, he has no fucking concept of time. Even when we first started dating, I think you'll remember this. Like, we are all supposed to be going out and shit and chilling together. It'll be 8 o'clock. Me and you will be over there chilling, pre-gaming, waiting on Nick to come pull up. And it'll be like 12 or 1 when he come, and then he'll just come, start rolling up like, no apology, just start rolling up like, and it's like, well, shit, now I'm high and happy, so I can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? But he do shit like that. He don't take accountability. He don't, he don't be like, oh damn, my bad for being 4 fucking hours late or 5 hours. Like he just like that. So, but it's a little different though. When you single and you doing that, and you can roll up and you could just be like, fuck this nigga, he gonna go home and I'm gonna go home, we good. Then when you live together, you're married and you have a fucking child and you out all night. It's also different when you start to really realize how hunted y'all are as black men. Anything can happen within that time. Anything can happen to me. And then also, just respect me the way, you know what I'm saying, you want me to respect you. Like, if I did that shit, if I stayed out till 5 o'clock and I ain't say shit to nobody, I guarantee it'll be some furniture moved in this motherfucker. I promise you. And you can't tell me otherwise.
I'm not the furniture moving type. I'm just chill.
Oh, you'll be pissed.
So,
I stayed at my mama's house till 2 before and forgot and to tell him I was over there. And then answer the phone. And I was called all types of cheaters. My ass ain't cheated since
I ain't know you acting like that.
Since like about 20.
This is a therapy session?
20. He asking me about my music. That's a part of my fucking music. Like, the fuck? I mean, that's where it came from. I was mad.
Last but not least, I just want to say congratulations on the EP. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful, beautiful body of work from a beautiful, beautiful person. And keep it going. And definitely, hey man, keep in touch. Let us know when the next one is coming out. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't wait to hear it. And do you want to shout anything out? Let anybody know where they can find you at?
I do want to give a quick shout out again to Iconic for inspiration, for support, for letting me be myself, for letting me share these therapy sessions through my music and through speaking to you. And then I want to shout out to Bias or Timo, because he really made me sound like a professional singer on this shit. I want to shout out myself because through Corona, I had to I wasn't going to wait until God knows when so that I could record this shit in the studio. I recorded my own shit. And Tobias took it. He was able to take it and master it and mix it up and make the shit sound like it was professionally recorded, which I think is fucking genius. Real quick. I'm back on. Okay.
Yeah.
My phone about to die. But yeah, I want to shout you out real quick for doing this. Taking the time out and, just promoting the music. I see, even when y'all not tagging me and shit, I see when y'all really fucking with me or whatever, and I appreciate it. And also, I want to shout out FCMG, which is us, because, instead of waiting around on somebody to fucking tell me I'm special and try to interview me or, wait on these blogs to write about me, I just feel like shit, we can interview our motherfucking selves and we can give our nigga a platform, because I know this is something that you really want to do, hosting, interviewing, comedy and shit like that. So, I always appreciate when you show up and show out for the hosting piece and the interview piece and, just show love or whatever. I don't know. You got somebody to shout out?
Shout out myself, because I did it. I'm here.
Shout out to my mama.
Yeah. I got some stuff on the way. We got more merch on the way. My little label, FCMG _15. Follow her.
We got Leatherman jackets. Let's go.
We gotta show them that. We gotta show them that. Hold on, let's move this. Can you see the
Well, it's like
I
free
can't see.
spirit.
It's not showing. 92. Hey.
With the free spirit at the top. Yeah. So we got more merch coming. We got more music coming. Just
his shit. I can't wait to hear it comes out. So
okay, all right. So I'm gonna be back here to interview Nick for his music, right?
Oh yeah. We got a lot of stuff going on, real big.
Yeah, and I'm EPing his album, so shout out to me again. Cause
are we gonna are we gonna get a Free and Nick song together?
Yeah, y'all definitely are. And I can't wait for y'all to hear it and tell us what y'all think. It's some real player shit that y'all gonna get. But yeah, we trying to get his done now since my shit is out there. You know, my ear is fucking impeccable. So why wouldn't I executive produce it?
Let everybody know. Keep streaming, keep uploading, keep buying. Keep spreading the word.
Okay.
And shout out my mom, the original Grannie Panties.
Yeah, please shout out Miss Gwen.
Made me the woman that I am today. Shout out my
she's amazing.
He probably gonna die when he hear this damn EP because of all the expletives that's in it. But he'll be all right. But yeah, just the people who made me who I am. Shout out to y'all too. And everybody who's listening to it, streaming it, downloading. I had some people text me that like, how do I buy it? Like, I don't want to just be listening to it on Spotify. I want to buy it. So I appreciate it. And I love how all the guys are loving and singing Lorena Bobbitt. I think this shit is hilarious. I know that was going to be one of the guys' favorites when I heard his ass singing this shit around the house. I was like, oh, hell, okay, here we go. So,
especially when you hit that little run when you like, cut this shit off. That's but all right, y'all, we out.
But I appreciate it.
Follow your boy at Montreal Porter, plain and simple on IG, and that's about it, man. All right. Peace out. All right.
Bye.